It's Vlogtober day 2. Gvng, it's your girl Destiny, and I am back with another freaking lituation. As you guys know, I said it's Vlogtober day 2. And if you have not already, be sure to check out my most recent video for Vlogtober day 1 so y'all can stay locked in with Vlogtober 2020. Because you know, this is my first year doing Vlogtober, and we litty, gang, we litty, okay? But before we get into this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that red button down below. Wait. Like, comment, subscribe by clicking that red button down below. I always say subscribe and click that red button down below. But practically by you clicking that red button down below, you would be subscribing. So, what do I be saying for real? What? I just peeked on my shirt. I got a young boy stain. I'm changing this joint. That's out. So, today for Vlogtober day 2, I decided that for my video, of course, I recognize that, you know, it's October, and I think this is also National, like, College Month or something. Let me check. I don't know, whatever. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to be giving out some freshman advice to people who are freshmen in high school and or college, you know. I feel like it's never too late to, you know, get advice and, you know, just grow, you know. So in my phone I wrote a list of some advice that I want to, some points that I want to hit on, and then of course, you know, after I hit on, why do I keep saying that, bro? Why do I sound like that? After some points that I want to hit on, and then after, like, I read them out, I'm going to, like, kind of, like, go into detail a little bit and more, like, you know, specify what I was talking about, okay? Period. So let's just get this video started. But again, like I said, before we get started with this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe by clicking that red button down below. Hello, so you can stay locked in with the Deedee gang, because we got more coming for Vlogtober, but it's only day 2, so boo, that means that we got so many more days to come. So boo, get locked in. Why you not locked in yet? Why you not locked in? Period. So yeah, let's go. So my first piece of freshman advice I want to say, my first, like, oh my gosh, and I made this at the top for a reason. I made this at the top for a reason. I said be yourself. The thing is that a lot of people, you know, go into high school and they, like, try to be down, or they try to, you know, change who they are to fit in. Like, okay, hold on. I had, like, it was like a two-piece, you know, piece of advice. It says open up but be yourself. My piece of advice is to open up but be yourself. Open up. You're coming into a new space. You're a freshman. You come into a new space. It's high school. It's a fresh start. It's like part 2. It's like part 3 of your school phase. You got, like, that elementary school, middle school, then high school. It's like part 3 of your school phase, but it's like still be yourself. The thing is that people will try to open up, and then they'll try to adapt or fit into a certain group so they can be looked at or be looked at a certain way, when it's like, boo, you're not even like that, or that's not even you. Like, boo, I feel like if you gotta try too hard to be cool with somebody, or you gotta put effort in to be cool with somebody, baby, no. Like me, like, I just naturally be myself, and I naturally attract people, and I naturally unattract people. So I mean, I'm gonna be me regardless, you know. I'm gonna be me regardless. Yeah, and at the end of the day, everybody is not going to be your friend. And if you have that mindset where you feel like everybody should be your friend, you're only hurting yourself, boo. You're only hurting yourself. Like, you're literally only hurting yourself. So just open up, have an open mind, you know, but, you know, be yourself. Now, my next piece of advice, let me take this off the list. Don't procrastinate. So something that I still work on today, like, time management is so, like, oh my gosh, time management is a real life thing. Like, You probably hear like, nah, you need to like control your time better, or you need to learn time management. But nah, bro, like time management is something that you're gonna need for the rest of your life. It's gonna be something that you're gonna need in high school, whether you go to college, trade school. It's something you're gonna need in a career or at a job. Like time management is gonna be so important. Like as me being someone who is in multiple extracurriculars and always being involved in things, it'd be so hard. I'd be like, bro, I'm in school and I'm to the point where I'm like my schedule like this, like it's tight. Somebody like Destiny, can you can you do X, Y, and Z? You gotta find a slot on my schedule, baby.
Fuck no, baby.
You gotta find a slot on my schedule. Like you can't just be doing it. It's to the point where you be calling me and I'll be like, did we schedule this? Did we schedule this phone call? Like, are you serious? Like, it's bad, like for real. But you have to learn how to stop procrastinating. And I think that that's really big, as in like when talking about like school assignments and stuff, because it's like, oh my gosh, I got school, then I got X, Y, and Z after school, but oh my gosh, I'm coming home and I've been burnt out from my whole day. But wait, my homework ain't done and I got school. Like, boo, you gotta prioritize. You have to prioritize. Like, nah, boo, like, bruh. Or it can be like, oh, like I'm so tired, maybe let me just go to sleep and or like sometimes my teachers will give out assignments on like a Sunday, I'm sorry, on a Monday in the beginning of the week, and I'll wait till a Friday to do it. And it was like right now I got an assignment, it's due tomorrow at 11:59, and it's like, I'm tired, I'm going to sleep, I have to wake up at 7:30 tomorrow morning. Yeah, no, it's not happening. And then look at me, like I'll wait until like, you know, maybe 10, 11 o'clock, maybe an hour or two before an assignment is done, and then I'll bum rush and try to do an assignment when I had so much time to do it. But me not using my time management skills wisely, and me constantly procrastinating and not prioritizing. Like procrastination and prioritizing, they go hand in hand. Like if you constantly are procrastinating, that means you're literally putting other things before things that you should, you know, things that have value or things that are important. So it's like you need to prioritize priorities. Like those are the most important things. So put the most important things first and learn how to prioritize. So procrastination, prioritizing, and time management is something that are going to be very important. And always put your important things first. Period. So we talked about opening up and being yourself. We talked about procrastination and time management. Okay, let me cross this out. My next piece of advice is to communicate with your teachers. I can tell you so many people who, one, do not know how to address people or address teachers. Two, like just don't want to, like, you know, say anything. Like I've had people, like personally that I went to school with, from personal experience, I've had people, you know, can you ask so and so what's the assignment, or can you ask so and so the teacher this question? Well, why can't you communicate with them? Why can't you do that? When you are an active communicator, like this is for life, whether it's your teachers, whether it's your boss, whether you go to a point where you're the boss and you have a team, communication is key. Like that's like your way of, one, building a relationship, because it's through communication, you know, and then two, you know, them also being able to get, I said that's basically a relationship, they gotta know you to have a relationship, them, you know, building a relationship. Yeah, like boo, communication is key. But also, like, be careful the way you talk to people, you know? You talk to people. One thing is, you can communicate with me and you can be like, why you ain't put my grades in? That's communication, yeah, because you're talking to me. But you're not talking to me, because you're not talking to me in that tone. You're not talking to me in that manner. Like, you talking, but it's not, you know, I'm not processing it because you're not talking. Check yourself. You feel me? Like, communicate, but like, yeah, communicate to like definitely build a relationship with your teachers, because you don't want to be that person that's in the class where the teacher doesn't really know you, or you feel uncomfortable with being in the class, or you feel uncomfortable with the teacher, or there could be a time where you don't understand something but you never talked to the teacher before, and it's just like, no. There should definitely be an open relationship with the teacher where, you know, it doesn't have to be It doesn't have to be all buddy buddy and tight tight, you feel me? But everybody should always have a relationship with their teacher. Let me know. I don't know, I feel like I'm hitting on that point, but I feel like I'm not getting into depth, and I don't know what I'm missing. So if y'all feel like y'all want me to speak more on communicating with your teacher, I could definitely speak more on that. Just comment down below. Y'all gotta let me know, because I'm not on my radio and I don't know, so I'm only saying what's on my mind, you feel me? So that was that. Next piece of advice is going to be for freshmen. It's okay if you do not know what you want to do in life or with your future. Like, I think a part of growth is you know. Okay, so entering high school, you're going to go through situations, or you're going to learn new things. Hopefully you're learning new things, or you're trying things out to the point where, one, you're learning about yourself, but two, you're learning about yourself. You're learning your likes and your dislikes, and again, you still are learning about yourself as a person and as a human being. So I think with that being said, you know, it's okay not to know what you want to do. Nobody has their plan all set out where, okay, I'm going to be X, Y, and Z in this many years. And if you do, I applaud you. I applaud you. But everybody does not, you know what they want to do in the future. And that's okay, because you can always, because high school should put you through experiences where you should find out what you like and what you don't like, or go through scenarios or situations that teaches you about your character and tells you and teaches you about yourself and your personality, to the point where you can narrow down to the point where you know what you want to and what you do not want to do. But if you do know what you want to do, I applaud you, boo. I applaud you. Like, I was one of those people that definitely knew what I want to do, and still to this day I know what I want to do. Well, I'm lying. To this day, I know what I want to do, but I want to do 50 million things. So, call it what you want. Next, do community service. I have met people where as you guys know, I'm in a position now where I'm applying to colleges. And a lot of people, like, college, as we know, is not cheap, you know? College is not cheap. And even if you are in a position where you can pay for it, there's nothing wrong with getting scholarships. Scholarships, baby. People giving you money to pay for your education. People giving you money to, you know, go ahead and get that degree to make more money. You feel me? Cool. Cool. Community service are one of those situations, as I talked about, you know, what did I talk about? Not knowing what you want to do. Through community service, one, you'll go through those, that will be a time where, one, like I said, you're going to go through scenarios. You are going to face real-time scenarios, you know? One, you're going to face real-time scenarios. And then two, like again I said, you're going to learn about yourself. And also, you know, you're giving back. You're giving back, you know, you're serving time. Community service is basically serving your community for free. You don't get paid for community service. Community service is not a job, you know? It's not a requirement. But a lot of scholarships and colleges, they like to know about what you have done or what you can contribute or how you have made an impact into something positive. And I'm telling you, community service is a big key. So make sure you get as much community service as possible. Me, I have had so much community service to the point where community service, oh, that's another thing. Community service can go on your resume. Community service can go on your resume, boo. Make sure y'all do so much community service to the point where your resume is bomb.com, okay, period. But let me tell y'all, I had so much community service to the point where my resume was 3 pages. And you know, resume was supposed to be 1 page. My resume was 3 pages. But I had to narrow it down and pick my top ones. Like, I had options for real. So you always can have options. And again, like I said, scholarships. There are so many scholarships that will literally grant you so much money or give you so much money just because of what you have done or how you have served in your community. So boom. And again, community service is not always to be in your community. It can be in someone else's community, but again, you're still serving. It's the act of doing service. So boom. Period. Get that community service in, okay? Next point is to stay involved. It stands out a lot to colleges jobs, and like so much more when you are involved and you're being active. As someone who has let's see, how would I say this? As someone who is very involved, I could say that it's very important. As being a freshman in high school, it is very important to stay involved with your school, and also outside of school as well. You want to make sure that, one, you are using your voice as a part of like the student body, you know, like the student as an individual. You represent students as a whole. You make sure that you like could be able to represent, and you are being able to make an impact in your high school. And again, like I said, when I talk about, you know, when I talk about what you do in high school, I don't think just for high school. I always think about how this one situation is going to impact me years from now. So when I think of high school, I think, okay, well, yeah, I'm involved in high school, but what is this going to do for me after I'm done with high school? Being involved, I've done student government. I have what else have I done? I had the choir for some time in my school. You know, I had got elected for, you know, junior dean and, you know, a bunch of different stuff in my school, you know, and that stands out really to like schools, colleges, jobs. Like, again, this is how that can go in your resume, boo. Your resume is something that once you have it set up, you can continuously add and add. But remember, a resume is only supposed to be one page. So as you continue to add, you can also start deleting and then keeping the highlighted points or things that pop out, you know? So stay involved and do as much and make an impact in your not just neighborhood community, but also your school community, period. So I would say when you come to high school with an open mind. That's my next piece. Trying new things. Come to high school with an open mind, you know, doing new things. Again, like I said, you come to high school, you know, again, you're transitioning into a stage where, you know, you're like 8th grade. I would say like you're like a baby, but it's like you're growing up. Oh, you're growing up. Yeah, so with that being said, it's okay to try new things. Remember, again, like I said before, you know, you are learning about yourself. Like, I literally feel like high school is all about learning about yourself, learning about who you are as an individual, and being able to, you know, embrace that with confidence, and, you know, not without anybody telling you like, oh, you are this or you are that, or putting a label on you. No, you know who you are, and you're learning about yourself, and only you can say who you are. So try new things so you can get to know more about yourself, and it's okay, you know, like, literally try new things. For real, I'm telling you, I've learned so much about myself from trying new things, and I was like, oh, I'm actually good at this, or oh, I actually like this. I didn't even know this was a thing, but I found out today. Cool, period. That's a hit point. Try new things. Next piece of advice. I said prioritize already. Learn from, I think the biggest thing that I want to emphasize is learning from your mistakes. Learning from your mistakes, honestly. Like, again, I said, we are developing character, and a part of growth does not mean that everything is going to be perfect. Nobody said that you're going to walk into high school and be the perfect student, you know? Nobody said that. Like, there's no book that said that you were going to do that, or there's no requirement that said that you were going to be a perfect student. Like, honestly, we are all going to make mistakes, and that's a part of growth. A part of growth is doing things that you've never done before, you know? Doing things that you've never done before. And with that, you know, how are you going to be an expert on something that you've never done before? So it's okay. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. But just learn from that. Okay, I made this mistake. Cool. So I know that if I do X, Y, and Z, and it's going to result into this, something's got to change, and I got to, you know, figure out what it is and not do it again. So I'm learning from my mistakes. But I just do not want you to, you know, constantly repeat the same mistakes over and over, and you don't have any growth. Yes. So learn from your mistakes. Period. Next, have some independency. How would I kind of say this? I've seen like a lot of people, you know, feel like they need somebody to hold their hand or you know, guide them every step of the way. And it's okay to have that guidance, you know, but, you know, a part of, you know, Growth is so that at some point you've grown to the point where you don't need anybody holding your hand and teaching you how to do X, Y, and Z all the time, you know? For instance, to this day, I'm in 12th grade, I'm a senior. To this day, I still have people asking me how to send a teacher an email. And I just feel like, I'm in 12th grade. We're in 12th grade. We've been in high school. This is our 4th year in high school. Why don't you know how to write an email? Did somebody help you write an email every step of the way? And that's where that comes in with that independence. And it's just like, learn how to do things on your own. Because when you get to college, or when you get to a job, like a job and you're actually 18, when you get to college, did you know that there's it's a law that your parents can't call for you, or your parents can't, oh, my daughter, they gotta talk for themselves. They gotta move on their own. So learn how to have independency now, to the point where when you get to college, or when you are in your mid-high school years, it's like, ooh, I'm a pro at this. It's cool. I'll send this teacher this email right now. I got you. Like, please practice now, so that it doesn't mess you up in the long run. Okay? Period. Next, take accountability. I feel like this is a life skill. This is a life skill, honestly. But if we're talking about high school freshman advice, high school, in my personal experience, I have seen a lot of people, get zeros or not get grades that I've seen a lot of people not get grades that they wanted on assignments, or had not done things that they wanted to do, and their favorite thing was, well, so-and-so didn't do da-da-da-da-da. I couldn't do it because blah, blah. What are the excuses for? Take accountability. You didn't do it because you didn't want to do it. You didn't do it because you didn't put in the work to get it done. That's what it was. If you really wanted to do something, you would have put in the work to do what you had to do. So please take accountability. Do not blame your reason for not obtaining success on someone else. Do not do that. Please take accountability. Please do. And do everything in your power that you can do to do what you have to do. So if it's a grade, or if it's an assignment, baby, get it done. Don't leave room to allow other people to control your success. Period. So take accountability. Please do. If you didn't do the assignment, it's okay. You could just say you didn't do it. Just don't blame it on anybody else, Period. I got 2 more points, gang. Then I'm done. Okay? Period. So, my other point is to set goals and accomplish them. We talked a lot about growth. Setting goals is a good way to organize and manage your growth. I recommend people to, when setting goals, to set SMART goals. You specify. So, like, for example, let's set a goal of, so I set a goal just recently for scholarships, right? So mine was, okay, not just an application, it was specific to scholarships. I'm sorry, not just doing any, it was specific, like scholarship application. And okay, scholarship applications, okay, it's just a scholarship application. No, I was specifically applying to community service scholarship applications. So you get specific as possible. So that's the S. So S in SMART. So SMART goes the acronym SMART. Every letter in SMART stands for something so specific. So it was community service scholarships was, what made my my scholarship goal specific. Measurable. I gave myself like 2 weeks to 2 weeks to do 10 community service scholarships. So okay, so it's 2 weeks to do 10 community service scholarships. So that goes specific and the measurable. Assignable. Yes. Is this something that I can really do? Like, let's not like go out. Let's not go like too crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do 100 scholarship applications by tomorrow. How the heck is that going to happen? Do I have time for anything else? Like, are you serious? Next is relevant. Do not pick a goal for your SMART goal that's not relevant. Like, if your long-term goal is to go to college but your SMART goal is to get a new pair of Yeezys, how is that relevant to going to college? Make sure that your goal or your SMART goal has value and it's relevant, or it shows importance, or it plays a role in what you want to do in long term or in the long run. Like, boo, don't pick no stupid goal. Please don't. Please don't. Okay? So last but not least, the T in SMART is time-based. Boo. So again, like I said, I gave myself 2 weeks. 2 weeks to do 10 scholarships. The reason I gave myself 2 weeks is, one, because I had to take an accountability to the fact that, okay, I'm not just sitting around applying for scholarships all day. Well, I got school, I got extracurriculars, I have regular, normal, I hope, human beings. I hope regular, normal, everyday, regular, daily basis human being activities, such as waking up, eating food, you know, washing up, you know, doing regular things. I don't just slouch, lay around. So yeah, boo, that's the T in SMART. So yes, set goals and reach them, accomplish them. And better yet, if you need to, something that I've always loved having, and what I like doing, was having accountability partners. But having accountability partner who is actually going to do something to make an impact in your life. And your accountability partner is not the person who has responsibility for your success. You have responsibility for your success, but your accountability partner is the person who holds you accountable. Like, why are you not doing this? What's going on? The person that checks in with you, but they are not responsible for your success. You don't want to do the action. They don't want to, you know, back you up. Period. Yes. So yes, a SMART goal. Set goals and accomplish them. So my last but not least, networking. Oh my gosh, if you guys know, you know me, that I love having conversations with people. I love talking to people. And if you guys do not know, networking basically is being able to connect and conversate with people to create relationships that could possibly open doors for you in a long-term future. So networking could be Jay-Z stepping in the room right now and I'm like, yo, Jay, what's poppin'? Like, yo, well, of course not like that, but it's like, you know, being able to connect and networking in a professional manner. So of course I wouldn't be like, yo bro, yo what? Nah bro, that's just so unprofessional and that's ghetto. So hey Jay, what's up? Like, you know, and again, like I said, you know, okay, networking is being professional, but mine's like, when I network, I add a little twist on it, and I add a little, you know, personality. Like, some people be like, hello, hi. Hey Jay, what's up? You know, like, cool. Like, I can be professional and but I can also show personality, because I'm very big on personality, not like just being me. I don't really like having to, you know, be able to phase or act a certain way to be able to have somebody like me. Again, like I said, be yourself, but don't change to fit in. Yes, and that goes in with networking as well. Like, do not be like, hello, hi, if you don't talk like that. Like, don't be on the streets and talking with your bros, or talking on a regular daily basis, or on social media like, yo, what? Yo, stop playing with me, dog. And then you be like, hey, or hi, boo, code switch? What? You blew my freaking mind. Like, you was not that person that I knew. So networking, being able to create opportunities for the long run. And I'm telling you, so many reasons that I'm involved with the things that I have done. And a lot of people ask me, well, how do you do what you do? Or what do you, like, how did you get involved with all of this stuff? Or how did you do X, Y, and Z? Literally from networking. I just literally, you know, network. Yeah, like, I get in front of somebody and I just say hi, and I ask them what they do, and I let the conversation generate from there. So somebody could be like, hi, I'm the CEO of, you know, let's see, Target. I love Target. Hi, I'm the CEO of Target, you know, X, Y, and Z. Cool. Dope. So you retail. That's dope. How long have you been in retail? Oh, cool. Well, I have a clothing line called Divergent Drip. By the way, guys, follow Divergent Drip, which is my clothing line. If you guys do not know, you guys know. I've said it before, but you guys do know, and if you do not know, now you know. Follow my clothing line, Divergent Drip, DIVERGENT, Drip, DRIP, on Instagram. And yes, stay locked in with Divergent Drip, because boo, we drippy, enjoying a drip fam, okay, period. But, you know, like, let the conversation generate from there, and that's literally networking. And then, you know, Some key things I also want to say when networking: get their email, get some type of form of connection with them. Like, okay, you had this conversation, but are you going to let them walk out the door and you never see this person ever again in life? The point of a networking is to be able to build connections, build relationships. So boo, and we got to communicate how we finna talk, how we finna, you know, speak, how we finna, you know, like, where can this go? How is this finna go anywhere outside of this room or outside of this conversation if we do not have no stabilized form of communication? So yes, that was my last piece of information, or my last piece of advice for you guys, is to network. Okay, I hope that you guys take this freshman advice into consideration. Even if you guys are not freshmen, I feel like this is just life, long-term advice, like something that I will always advise somebody to do when entering the business world or the, you know, professional work, you know, the professional field in general, or school, whatsoever, like anything. So that concludes my video, and yeah, love you, gang.